everybody, and welcome to tonight's episode of Hackpick Fumble, called This Was the Tale of the Maverick Legacy. And like Freyavir said, pour une poignée de pièces d'or in Hogan, roll for it. Even numbers are vegetarian meal. An odd number, it's vegan. You're not winning meat tonight with me.
Meat is not back on the menu, boys.
The saddest sentence ever.
Right now, I would actually go for a poutine at the Poule Mouillé next to Eric's place.
Oh, that is such a good poutine.
Yeah. But yes, for tonight, the epilogue. As you can see, the world map where our Mavericks ended up. Well, you're not in this side; you're on this side now.
There you go.
Yep, in Ishalian. You came across the whole, most of the fucking continent. Well, all the left side. If you cut it in the middle, you've been to everything.
Pretty much, like the whole west side of the map, we've pretty much all touched.
Yep. Yep.
But that leaves so much for other people to explore.
Started over here. And then went to Alverton, a small city over here. The Halls of Heroes over here. Drenselhofen, your first tournament, where you, before climbing up the mountain to get some renown, broke up a bit with Ivan. That was around episode 22, 23. Tonight we're at 95.
Damn!
Yo, Ghost Pig, shooting us the prime. Thank you, giving us the sweet Bezos money. Nice to see you out there. And yes, because I guess that you'll be part of one of these people or two ending, right?
There's distinct possibilities.
From Drenselhof, you flew back to the White Spire. That is actually over here. Going to Stinkle Whittleton. And then Zeppelin your way. No, you went to Ishalian first, I think. We explored Dawn. Or we went, yeah, we explored Dawn. And then it went back to Ishalian. Down there in the purple section. Oh, background noise while grocery shopping. Oh, yeah, she's buying your food. Point pièce d'or. She's buying your food. And after Ishalian went to Yakister? Oh, no, it's true. No. You went here.
Yeah.
And then, because there was a magic circle of teleportation going up there, met up Shirai.
Mm-hmm.
After going back to Alverton, teleported back there, going up, escorted the way, duel in this city with Shirai when he was level 10 and you were level 7, I think so. Then you went, you separate ways for Yakaster, and then went through the whole wreckage of the Black Dragon's lair.
Yep, that was great times. Note, we are now about at episode 40.
Yeah.
I'm going down my notes now.
Episode 40.
Yeah.
Through the swamp, going to Ishalian, where you met Tesselar. Meg is not there to hear it, but I guess she ever or stuff on the years.
It's episode 42.
Explored a bit of the Golden Child past. From Ishalian, you received words of your old Skywatcher to Stinkle Whittleton. Met Pickle. You were still Goliath back then.
Oh yeah, now we're, let's see, we're about episode 50 now. Yeah.
And then Zeppelin ride. This is from Stinkle Whittleton after the meetup with you actually completed your armor. Your old fucking plan with your mentor in Stinkle Whittleton.
Yeah.
If in case you died.
Yeah, and before that, it was, I think, the first character death with Isk. When we left the Shalian.
Yeah, because she had the emerald necklace and then
in Italian.
and then it was stolen.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first death, I think.
Yep. First death.
Yeah,
Then
first
to the
actual death.
Yeah, to the mountain of the Goliath. And the Isk went a bit twitchy from there. Scared of a lot of things. Well, when you die.
And Eden was broken from that point.
It kind of marks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Dawn back to the mountains from the calls where we had Ghostfig with us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ghostfig's playing the sister of Dawnbringer, where I planned with this amazing lady when the technical issue actually worked out in her favor because her voice started to sound right there, but the camera didn't appear. So it was perfect.
That's true.
Like, is that a recording? What's Fred's doing? And then after a while, the image just popped up when she back to Ghostfig when she had a shitty computer.
It just fucking worked.
Yeah. And then best timing, they fought their way out. And after the little mecha devil, it looked like a Gundam thing. Not a goddamn, a Gundam.
A gun down.
Yep, jump scare. You went back in teleportation. Was it a Shalian? Because you had magic circle of teleportation from there. Or I think you went to the White Spire.
We went back to Italian because we received a call.
Yeah, we went back to Shalian after I had my traumatizing moment with my dad.
Yeah, because we were starting the Arc 3 with going through the plains because they had a call that Daddy number 3 has fucked shit up.
But a hole in reality.
Yeah.
We are now session approximately 60.
Well, in all that, we also skipped... well, no, I don't think we skipped. But when was the merge up with the shit eaters?
It was
After.
still later. It was after this.
Yeah.
Later.
You did.
Yep.
You went through the plains,
Yeah,
and there was an
'cause
opening for the
we
Shadowfell.
went
To the Shadowfell.
Mm-hmm.
And then you thought it was a Shadowfell.
Yeah.
Again to
And then we had the
Uh,
combat in
the higher
Newcastle.
planes and discovered that the gods were
Yeah.
no more.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then we had like a little
Yeah.
time skip for the rest of the world
Correct.
because
Mhm.
we got stuck there for a bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, and it was after that that
Yeah, but there was a small encounter with Eden's moon circle in
Yes.
between.
Yes.
Yeah.
And afterwards, we were summoned at Yacaster
Yeah.
to eventually go south for the first time and had a hard time. We lost our eye. We went back home very sad and frustrated. And that's where the countdown began. We had 10 days to fix things.
Yeah, and with the countdown running, you solved a lot of stuff and were saved by the shit eaters, the prodigy of Yakasters, when the devils were running right after you defeated that Nightwalker. Asmodeus itself showed him up and then snapped everybody back home. The only divine entity you met first. Because with that deal, you met an extra planner that was holding deals. Because you decided to save your father.
That's true.
That was an interesting
Yeah,
one.
it's for the first time she was at peace with doing. Well, she finally get at peace with choosing to be selfish for once.
And with all that, afterwards, well, it's mostly the saga of everything that happened with the South, gathering up allies from around the continent, sending spells after sending spells, held back the Goliath clans when Dawn came back as a warforge in front of his sister. Defeated the small strike force of the giant. And then went back south for the final strike with all your allies with this endgame moment where everybody teleported in. With the prototype again. That the shit eaters brought back.
That was fun.
Don't worry, my friend. I'll take care of these little piece of shit.
Oh.
He died a motherfucking hero.
Hell yeah, he was on fire.
Also,
Killed so many.
Goliath, Goliath, Goliath.
Oh my god. You almost killed your sister.
No. I had trust that she would survive and she would do well, and she did.
Yeah, she did. She did. But Talos went in the blaze of glory. And like these people from Overwatch would say, live with honor, die in glory.
Yeah.
Leading back a bunch of outlaws. And misfits. Yep, that was Talos. And ended with Shirai. The last charge for the South to be free. I know Dark Knight is only lurking right now, but her happy ending back alive with this bomb they had with Randall, the Lord of Dantain, right over here. They were both with Conrad's men that almost died also.
Yep.
And yeah.
Yeah, but Meg did pull an epic move on them and save them, so.
Yep. Gold Dragon popping up and then going to the mages. Whoop whoop. And then we were here. After this fight, going through the plains to the underworld, discovering that Kersilos were all the souls trapped on the material plane because the high heavens were closed. Maybe if secret is revealed, maybe things will work out another way because, portals are fueling on these. Burning out souls in the material plane. But in the end, when the gates of the prison that are holding the old gods that cursed the mortals 1,000 years ago, when the Age of Man decided to say no more to these petty and arrogant gods that were doing their will all around, the Maverick came back to the material plane, wishing for this plane to have a guardian, where their first contract, the man who actually linked all this to them, back in Okinawa, this small city, where you just came back right before leaving, because they had siege weapons and such. When you came back, you've seen, since you're at the top of the world tree, you've seen the land is scarred. Because the price to pay for Edward Morningstar, he tried to use the souls of hell, which has been counterplanned by the shit eaters on my Wednesday's night. And his second plan was supposed to use the soul of the South as sacrifice to fuel everything that would be needed. That's been counterplanned by you, Mavericks. But the only place where Edward Morningstar had power was Darna Cuthram, the continent of second chance. The ley lines across the world, everywhere where the enclave was settled. All these lines are linked together. In some part of cities, most of schools that the enclave were having, Osilam, Altheus, Daltang, Whitekeep, Xarkris, Drenselhoff, Stinkle Whittleton, and even their own little tower you never been. Little, meaning that is one of the largest building ever. Are now destroyed. Maybe it was a luck that you brought your friends from the enclave down south to fight. Some of them survived. But this institution that was controlling the use of Kersilos and was kind of ambassador for peace doesn't seem to have anything left anymore.
Nope.
But it was a small price to pay for everything. But one thing that is called the Circle of Life. Aaron, the Misty Oakwood. One of the ley line was where the prison was. The prison of the Crimson Dominion. And this place gone, nature already started to take over. With all your druids, friends that were left home. The cycle of violence ended. Forest is slowly growing back where it was be. Maybe it would not have been the same if these trees would have grown in a sea of blood. But right now, that's what a small recap of all of our adventure and the situation that you are now in. The war stopped between the kingdoms, from between White Keeps and Drenselhoff. And Mavericks are now in a Shaolin in front of this beautiful house tree. The floor is yours.
I mean, how do we start? Who wants to start? Like,
That's
So-
heavy shit.
yeah, if we're right after the battle, I think Adam would just sit down with everybody and just breathe. Because it was a lot. The last 24 hours have been a lot.
And what next?
No, isn't that the question? There's a lot to do. I'm sure we all have things we need to deal with. Ends to tie, if you will.
Yeah, yes, we each of us have some of them. How about we take a break first?
That sounds good.
Unless any of you are in a rush of something.
No, no rush. I'm still young. I have a lot of time ahead.
I'm meaning to ask. Jesus Christ, sorry, I'm just gonna, okay.
I got the
Yeah.
The music's not working on my side, so that's why
Okay, that's okay. I was just like, this is overstimulation. So I think it's fair that now you can tell us maybe the answer, but how old are you?
I never told you.
No, I know.
Really? After all this time?
That's what I'm thinking too.
It was never really important, to be honest.
I guess, yeah. Luna, how old do you think I am?
28. 83.
Oh, in between that, I'm actually... Well, it's a bit embarrassing because, by elf standard, I'm fairly young. I wouldn't be considered an adult yet. I am 52.
That's old.
And I
You're
gave
an
you
old man.
100. Okay.
So you see, that's why I'm saying I have so much time in front of me to do everything that needs to be done.
That you do.
At what age do elves die?
I don't know. I haven't really hung out with a lot of old elves, but I heard that you can get past 700.
God. You are very young.
Yes.
7.
What about you, Isk?
How about we have my age?
Yes, I want to know all of your ages.
I mean, first thing first, why don't we have this wonderful conversation in a more comfortable place rather than in the middle of the road?
I mean, anywhere is more comfortable than
Wherever you
where
want.
we were.
Your pick.
Can
He's not
Don
incorrect.
carry me? I'm pretty tired.
I think I can manage.
Thank you.
I mean, I want to rest my butt.
Me, Lady Isk, don't worry, I'll take care of this.
And
Jesus Christ. The Frenchman attack.
where did you come from?
Oh, it wasn't me you were talking
Would
about.
you-
Fine, I'm out.
Like that?
And he's...
That's the nature of the butler's art. You must be ready before the person needs something.
Dinner served. No.
So where are you taking us, Isk? As I pick up Luna, because she's not that heavy.
Wherever you want. So it can be either at my dad's apparently, or it can be at any inn that you would like to, any place you would like to see again, or own house.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you don't have like our first meal here at our house together to celebrate what we just did.
We can do that.
Certainly. As good as any place.
Sure. Let's go there.
Alright, so you're going down to the manor. That is now the Maverick HQ.
Yeah!
But how are two of you still near death? My goodness. Okay.
We
Sir,
have not
you
rested
took a
yet.
lot of damage.
Who
I took a
cares?
lot of damage.
I got very injured very fast, all right?
Yeah, let's hold them.
Wait, so what's Don's near death?
Am I near death currently?
Yes,
Yeah.
you're near death.
Orange.
You're like
near death.
orange and
so-
I'm more reddish.
So,
I mean, we didn't really heal ourselves after the fight. So
I healed you a bit. with
okay,
my-
so
Yeah.
so Meg, you look a little bit more injured than me. I'm at 81.
Fuck off.
81 out of 338 HP.
I'd like to say post heal, I'm 41.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's not that bad. I've been there.
Post heal. I died.
You did.
That's why I want you to carry me. I'm dead.
I will carry you. Look, I have athletics for days. Carrying you, I think
Do
it's
it.
good. I think it's fine.
I have post death syndrome. Carry me.
Plus,
So
fucking
post-
Puppy
drama.
carrying.
I was ready for it. I was ready with the Valois. He was ready at plus 17.
Yeah, damn.
Let's see mine as my shapes. Let's combat.
So-
Ah.
I still have 11 hit dice. So I can heal.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm out of those.
Alrighty, let's go home.
yeah, me too. So
You're in this little place, a manor. For the first building of the Mavericks. Well, who knows? There's the hungry pigeon that doesn't have a owner anymore.
I'd like to say it's in my list. I have a list.
Aw. Let's
I did my
go
homework.
to the scene of Isha again here. View scene. No, activate. Activate so the players go on it. Going back. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's the Ashcore thing with the Trent. That's not the right place.
That's a very
Can
different
we
mood.
rest first?
where three
I'm ready.
Trents were above Dawnbringer as an armorer with 24 AC, and he
We
was
were
like,
fuck it. Fuck
he
it.
was
I got
he
it.
hit
I got
so
this.
much he got like half of his body in the earth.
I lived, bitches.
Dawnbringer was now a nail.
Yep.
You know, you see the videos of like three
Yeah.
person with hammers that are hitting the same really large nail. Gotta work, what up? Da, da, da. So Mavericks up to this manor over here.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to sage the place after that police occupied it.
Bless everything. Just
Ladies
bless,
are-
bless here, bless there.
Smoke and
Yes.
sound.
Yeah, fun times, Luna.
Mm. I'm just gonna scream in the corridor to see what the echo game is like.
When I go back to
Ah!
the basement, see if the freaking undead are still there.
Oh God. Is it?
Yeah, that's where we had our
No,
very,
the others are no more. They're not there anymore.
good.
Let me heal first and I will, yeah.
We'll do a menage.
Okay.
I still have some
Okay.
beans I can use in case.
Are they like all moldy and dry? Because if it's been like 20 days, they're pretty much done. Like good berry?
Probably.
Alright. So what's the plan?
Well, I'm assuming sit for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Unless it's got some elaborate plan for relaxation.
I'll do a short rest. Because I can.
Okay. We can order food on Isha Eats and
Isha eats.
then relax.
Oh boy.
Yes, guys, please rest.
Why are you rolling
Does
the
any of us
dice?
know how to cook?
Because I still have some hit dice I can heal.
Because Meg wants to.
And
Meg,
Yes.
there's no fights
We
anymore.
never know. We
heal.
might do something stupid. And
What if there's an undead in the basement? Let me roll.
Well, let's be honest. If there's an undead in the basement and it's the same kind of undead
Okay.
we encountered back then, we can destroy it and its entire lineage.
What's your AC, Meg?
I don't want to tell you.
Does 27 hit? Because Shark X coming and then no, it's just a joke.
Do I still have my wings? It does hit though. It would hit.
No,
Your
don't worry.
words.
Shark X not coming to get you in Nishaligan.
Of course.
Oh, Kamehameha his ass.
He just borrowed a bit of his power for a few moments. It's fine.
No.
He's none the wiser.
Get me, hashtag Sunbeam.
Yes. I have 2 slots ready for that shit.
Ooh. I got a 10.
There's no such thing as magic surge. Calm the fuck down. We're not on your channel, we're not that crazy here. They're only giving D4s and D20s to my players and to me. I let them
Yes.
all up, by the way. You're all inspired.
Woo. So,
Luna become uninjured.
Oh yes.
should-
I am at 173 HP now. Who's
that's
laughing?
about half my total HP.
Fuck off. Let me have this.
I said that's about half my total HP. That's great.
No,
I
it's
could get a
close
lot
to my
done with
max.
half HP.
It's so close to my max. You're taking away all the glory I've just gained.
Wait. Let me pump a heal into Dawn just for fun.
Yes. Or should I say,
I have
yes.
a question for RDM.
Yes.
No.
Is Mix and Baby Spider around?
No, they're still down south.
Nice.
They're not
Baby
with us?
Spider! She was supposed to keep them out.
Baby is a fucking large wolf spider now.
Baby spider.
And when I'm around, she's usually pink. Because I can.
What are they doing down south?
They haven't made it back yet. We
Yeah.
teleported. It takes a
But
while
Nyx-
to walk from there to us.
Nyx follows me.
Oh,
She
Nyx.
said
Yes, she
mix.
said mix. Mix. You
Oh.
remember the
Oh.
Firbolg.
Yeah.
Yes,
Wizard.
but I thought Nyx and was like, what happened to Nyx? That I don't know about. Okay.
No,
No image for mix. I'm sorry.
my
It's
my
broken.
body nicks.
Okay. It's just a
It's
spider. I
fine.
don't really want to see it. So we're
Let's bring some
good.
trauma to Eric.
That's
Has to die.
This guy saved your fucking family.
but that's why I he did.
Yeah, he's okay. He's okay.
Did.
He's the
But
special
this
assassin.
bad boy.
Good.
Hey.
Lanatar.
I feel like that's like a
Hello,
centerfold
puppy.
D&D version, you know?
Yeah, it's not far. It's close.
He's
Yeah.
cute and in charge.
I like what you're getting at.
And remember the barkeeper? No.
Oh my god. I have no
I
recollection.
don't remember him.
Yeah, it was so sweet.
It's when you were sneaking around trying to
I
be
do.
like stealthy to steal stuff from the manor and going back in the basement.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, and I stole something and I left
And
some citrus peels.
But without, we'll stop the jingling around. So, with this conversation, Mavericks, are you parting ways? Want to have this final conversation around the table?
Yes.
What does everyone want now?
Also, you didn't complete the age process. How old are we? I revealed my
true.
age. My old
Oh,
age.
well. Yeah, about you, Lumia. How old were you again?
Me?
Yes.
I've never hidden my age. I think I am quite wise. And I think it will impress you even more knowing that I am 19.
Hmm.
Oh, we're kind of close. We're kind of close.
You're gonna steal my thunder, aren't you? You're gonna be like
Yeah,
18 and a half.
No, more like 22.
Okay. We are quite close.
Well, I'm sorry to steal your thunder, but I am technically. a
If you say
week or
one,
two
I'm gonna
old.
be. I'm so mad at you, Don. You cannot use your new life as a pretext.
Is that not how we start counting age?
No. When did you walk out of your mother?
This fucking was. Mother, I am here.
With this machete. Ugh.
That
See?
seems an interesting choice of words. I'm pretty sure I did not walk out of my mother. Otherwise, that would have been
Alright.
highly unpleasant.
I ran out. When did you run out then? You need to be better than everyone, I get it.
Well, if we are discussing the age of my physical body before I took on this form, I do believe I was
Yes.
shortly past my 24th birthday.
So I am the oldest. It's a weird thought.
If we go in proportion though, I think that Dawn is the oldest.
Define proportion.
Like he's going to die at 700 years old. How long do your people last? Not this new people, the other people.
Generally about a century.
So you would be technically the oldest because you are at the quarter of your life. That's what I mean.
By that proportion, yes. I guess that is correct.
But I still feel like an old man around you people.
Considering you have chronologically seen more time, that is a very fair statement.
But I'm still full of life and ready for our next adventure. So what's the next
And
mission?
you want it to be, yes.
Well, now the question
So what
is,
do you want your...
what is everyone's plans? That's very nice, Ogan. That's
you're
nice.
talking
We
about-
are most definitely, all our characters are like, let's not talk about this. This is going to be
Yeah.
sad.
We're just eating. Oh, ooh, this food is so good. The cook. Wow.
Yes,
Um,
again, they're fucking avoiding the talk.
I am definitely going, that food looks very good.
I have something planned. I have something
Yes.
planned next Thursday, guys, so I can't.
So Luna's just gonna take out a little baggie, like a little like
Oh,
leather
God, no.
pouch, and she's gonna go like, "Do you want to try this?" And it's gonna be the mushrooms.
The fucking mushrooms. Well, pretty sure those won't work out anymore.
But they were dry already, no?
Oh,
Luna,
Yes.
roll me a D100.
Ah,
You have
This is gonna be
15%
awfully
chance there's
great.
still
something's
something.
gonna happen.
15, so you have to roll to 0, 15. And it's a 20!
do we have a floating? Can I
There is a floating.
If you get
can I
a
use it?
100, it's
Yeah,
alive
come
and
on.
battle.
It's a what?
If you get a 100, it's alive and the
Well-
battle starts.
Just to
Yeah.
keep count,
Okay.
there's still 5
Luna?
floating.
Yeah, there's a lot of floatings.
Yeah?
Okay.
What'd you say, Mary? Okay.
Whatever. But look, the thing that Luna looks a bit disappointed is gonna tell, well, if your mushroom doesn't work, I still have the cookies left.
Oh fuck yeah.
I might maybe curse or uncurse one.
Why am I a high roller? I just want to eat my mushrooms. God damn
You're
it.
gonna have to find new ones.
Well,
Let's
yeah.
see. It's
I'm
magic.
gonna add to the list. Go back to the world hammer.
We are in Italian.
That's true.
Is
There's
there-
probably someone growing
We
this
are
kind
in
of mushroom
Italian. You
somewhere here.
have all the weird mushrooms there.
Do I see any mushrooms around?
So,
We're
There's
in
a
the
whole fucking
mansion,
forest
Meg.
about it.
Yeah, all right. What is your cookie again?
I mean, there's people here. Their job is to gather it. You want the cookie?
What was it again?
You want a half cookie?
Yes. I will eat half the
I asked a
cookie.
cookie from the devil once.
I will eat half the cookie with you, and I'll.
Oh, Aaron's there.
I will leave you to enjoy.
She'll take out the 1-month-old cookie, break it in half. It's probably gonna be real dry.
It's not necessarily breaking half right now. It's probably dust in their bag.
It's-
Oh shit! I just have crumbles. Sorry. I can try to put them
Yeah.
together for you, but it may take a while.
mending?
Yeah. We just want to get high, Fred. All right. We've gone through a lot of trauma. We're trying to bury it very deep.
Don't
There's
worry.
a healthy way of dealing with
Oh.
things.
Oh yeah, the Maverick legacy is always about the healthy way of doing things.
That's what I was
always.
gonna say. I think like people looking for wars are not particularly healthy. I have 3 dads. It's not the picture of health. But all right.
Daddy issues not the same.
3 dads and 5 dads worth of daddy issues.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Don't worry.
All right,
I
so-
have lesser restoration ready.
The Maverick Legacy was all about dads.
It kind of was
Isk
actually.
didn't know her true father and have an adopted one. Dawnbringer has had issue and got exiled by his father. Aaron's dad was dead.
Ivan's dad was kind of mean to him.
Yes.
But not mean, it was
Yes.
Absent figure.
absent figure and
Not there.
let his son, well, we'll see. And we have Luna that have 3 dads. Like, her first was not enough. She needed 2 more because the first one was boring.
It's more that he didn't get.
And eventually,
Yes, he didn't get you because that's not something that every teenager says.
Yeah. Well, that's why she's a teenager, you know.
Yeah,
She's
yes.
still a kid.
Yes. Even at her
Right.
19.
Yeah.
Yeah, now she's 19, but when she went out looking for other people, she was much younger.
Mhm.
You can do things if you like with the crumble of the whatever.
I'ma lick it.
You're starting to get high if that's what you want. I don't.
Nice.
It's your
Like, leave the
ending.
cookie alone. Just move on. There's so much more to deal with.
If you want to have the talk with your group when you're like Luna playing with like a plastic ball against the wall while everybody's talking, you can do so.
No, okay. My
We'll just give her a foot
plan,
of rope.
my plan was taking out the mushrooms that we all kind of like have a fun evening and have the talk tomorrow. That was kind of Luna's plan.
Okay, we can have the
But,
talk now and then have the fun.
All right, that's fair. All right, so who goes first?
So the question is, will we part ways or form groups, stay together, help each other?
I feel there's
I
a
mean,
distinct
depends what
possibility
you
we'll have
want
to
to do.
part
Maybe
ways.
this.
Correct.
Because obviously, my brother is still out there, causing trouble.
Is can't marry Riddle anymore because he's dead.
Sorry about that.
Yes. I do need to go home.
I'm sure my dad
to-
would have really approved that, though.
Well, I mean, you could say he would.
Do you want to go back
because
to your village?
yes, I need to tell his parents.
Mhm.
We
We can go together. It's on the way to my
That's
forest.
true. It's in the same forest, technically.
Yeah.
I need to tell them and to tell my parents that I'm alive because they don't know. All they know is River left and never came back, so I need to tell the village too.
So, Luna, we could either take the long way together, walk there, fly, have fun, or I could teleport us there through a tree. We could get very close to your village.
I mean, it depends. It depends on if we want to go to White Keep or not. I
Where do
mean,
you want to go?
Devalua's mom.
Yeah, we
need
should
to
give
know
her a
what
call,
happened.
see if she's okay.
So you also had plans to go find her.
Well, in fairness, the last thing I heard is someone working for her kidnapped River and then she died and he tortured her. Is she being tortured too? Or do we need to have a serious talk too?
Yeah.
You know? She also needs to know that her family is now free.
If she survived.
If she what? Sorry, you cut off.
If she survived.
Yes.
Yes, that is a question.
I feel like there's a few things I need to do, for sure.
Same.
I do need to tell the village about the people we lost. I need to go and check that Lady de Valois. I need to go and see Ivan's dad and let him know what his son is now. Give him some closure. And I think we need to make sure that Talos Tavern doesn't go to ruins.
Yeah.
Maybe the wolves can take it.
I was thinking that actually.
Perhaps that's where we should begin then, at the tavern. Then we may have to take our separate ways.
What's your plan, Don?
Well, I share the sentiment that we need to see what happened to Devalo's mother. Beyond that, I have a few places to go, a few people to see. My teacher, for example. So I would be traveling quite far. And unlike two of you, I cannot teleport.
Well,
I could teleport you somewhere if you need
yeah.
to. I do have the address of your teacher and your clan, so.
Yeah.
Correct.
I have a nice tree close to your house. Well, your family's home.
I have no doubt. But yes, that still remains that I will make it there. But when we will see each other again, when you'll see me again, that is another question entirely.
I feel like we need a way to be able to keep in touch if anything happen again. I mean, if there's another world-ending situation, I'd rather be by your side, guys.
Yeah.
I agree.
More sending stones, then, I'm assuming.
I was gonna say, yeah, we could buy some or have some crafted. Maybe some stones that just work for the four of us.
I actually
a
have
four-way stone or something like that.
Yeah.
I have an idea that I thought about that, but I don't know if we'll be able to find it here or if it's even possible to do. But I actually wanted to tomorrow go out, find a jeweler, and have a ring made with our symbol on it. So we could each have one. Maybe there's a way to charm it and make it to a sort of sending stone for the four of us.
Yeah. I'd like that.
Realistically, it may
Would
take
be nice.
a bit more than a day to produce such a ring. But yes, in theory, all of that is possible.
Oh. I had another plan that would take longer. So in the meanwhile, the ring sending stone would be a good idea.
What's your plan?
Because something what I was thinking about is I would like to be able to create a place that connect those different places we have to be.
So, something like that
You know, we've seen
subplane.
different people making those. Something like that. That would be ours, but would be also connected to different teleportation circles. That's gonna take a lot of time and mana, but
You're strong.
Did
I feel
you
like it's something I could do now.
do you want to use my lock and key?
You as the door key?
Well, I mean, I already have the door. Maybe we just need a different key to put into the key ring that's close to my door.
Well,
A
I
bit
would prefer.
confused.
I would like us to have our place, not Ernest's place, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I like it. It's a good idea.
But I
Yes.
think I could work with him on something and include you in the pattern of
He
it.
could probably help you. I mean, he could be your teacher, and then
Well,
we'd
you
be
did
like sisters.
not totally hate me somehow. And if that thing works, it would be nice to have such a place to offer other fellow travelers and adventurers that are having a hard time, between places. Just a place to rest and get better somehow.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. So then, together a short while longer, and then all off in our directions for a while, is what I'm understanding.
Yeah.
I think we all want
But
to start.
it won't be.
Yes.
But it doesn't have to be an adieu, but more of a goodbye, see you later.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course, yes.
If you want to see me, all you have to do is stand close to a big tree and let me know. And I'll come over.
And once you figured out that
Oh, that's one of the
plan,
things.
Mhm.
I want to include the big tree in that place.
Yes.
once we have that place, then it'll always be a question of a date and a time.
So,
Oh,
what are the places we want to link? Like Alverton, Stinkle-Whittleton, Eshalion, and Dransulhof? And the
all
mountains?
the places we likes to go and have friends.
Mm-hmm.
So it can be a lot of places. It's just each place is gonna take time to bind. But
Time,
it's more
I
like
believe, we have.
it's more like a life project. I would say a long-term one. My side project with my other ambitions.
Yeah, let's start with the ring so we can stay in communication.
In touch, yeah.
That way, whenever we miss each other, we can pop somewhere, have a few drinks, get some nice food, go kick some ass, you know.
Yes.
Correct. I agree.
Maybe we can have the special menu at the smoking pit in Dransulhof sometimes.
That was fun. Yeah.
Why not? Can get all the prizes this time.
Yes.
That would be worthwhile
Or
doing
just-
at least once.
Or just coach the next teams who's gonna go there.
As well,
See.
yes.
And then we can go for the cinnamon buns.
Yes.
Yes.
Cinnamon buns.
He was a nice old man.
I'm also planning on creating a small grove in the south. And if you ever want to go there, it'll be a safe place to rest. Protected, and only the people I've selected may enter. So, of course, you're all welcome.
It's good to know.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I want to do in the south now that we took care of it. I want to bring some life back to it. It was really painful to see a whole, almost continent just dead.
Well, if you're there, then it's clearly in good hands.
I was actually thinking,
Would have
Erin,
Yes.
maybe the wolves could take that little orphanage I was planning on doing by taking everything that lady has,
I agree.
and we could take care of the tavern from time to time.
Yeah, we can leave one of the wolves there as a manager for everyday things. And
Yeah,
then pop in from time to time.
yeah. I think I'd like to have a little shrine to Ivan. We could make him to be kind of like a protector of travelers and adventurers type of thing.
That does sound like him.
Yes.
The symbol could be a pineapple.
Oh, dear.
Yes, and it'll be part of the menu. We can make pineapple desserts.
Ah, cinnamon pineapple rings. That's a wonderful idea.
Yes. But I agree, I want that inn to remain. It has saved my life when I was but a child. So I would like for it to continue to do the same for the future.
Then it sounds we have at least 2 steps in common. First the rings, then to Alberton, to deal with the tavern. From there, it is rather central. We can part ways for a while and get our business done.
And Lady de Valois too. I think we all wanted to do that.
True.
I don't. I'm busy with other things.
I'd rather go to the Valois' daughter than mother. I would be glad if someone checked on her.
One of us can check. We don't need to all go.
You can leave it to me at worst. I will go.
No.
I can go
What's
with
the worst you can do?
Dawn.
Okay.
I can go with Dawn. I have questions for that woman.
From Alberton, I think I'll go
And
to
just
my druids so I can see my mother. And
Right.
then find my brother so he doesn't cause any more trouble.
So, let me take the rein a bit on that. We're gonna go one by one, by whatever you differently want to do your things. And I'll resolve after each one. So if you want to do it by group or not whatsoever, we're still gonna go one by one.
We can start by doing kind of like the group things that we wanted to do, and then split into character arcs type of thing.
So there was
The
Valois.
rings that we can
But-
talk to one
Yeah.
another.
It's done. Next.
Okay. Oh,
The Valois. Myself and
there's
Luna.
no like time frame talking. We don't care whatever's happening.
Full narrative time.
Whatever happens happens.
cool. Dope.
So, we have the rings.
Yes.
Myself and Luna want to go see the Valois. So that we're off and
The mom. Yeah.
tearfully saying goodbye to the group. And I say this because I'm not capable of tears. So,
You can splash water on your face.
oil going down.
Boiling.
Yeah.
boiling pure mana. But yes. So that is the first parting of ways as Luna and I go track down this mother of Devalois.
Okay. Isk, you would go
The Valois.
to the daughter, and Aaron. Yeah, sorry. That's the delay that I was talking. The lag. You're
Yeah.
always like a few seconds after us, so it's every time it cuts. Like the yes, we received a couple. You can go. You can go.
Yeah, you can speak, Maverick.
I don't know, but I mean, I was saying yes. I'm gonna go to the daughter. So
Okay. Perfect. And Aaron, you're going.
From there, I'll go to my circle to
Okay.
see the druids and my mother first.
All right. So with Luna and Dawn, you're going back to Drenselhoff. Let me activate the map.
Nostalgia, go!
She's in Drenselhoff?
Yeah, she was captured
held
there.
hostage in Drenselhoff.
I wasn't
Whoa,
sure.
whoa. Yeah, there's a chance she was back in Wakekeep, but no, at this point she's probably still in Drenselhoff.
Yeah.
So we're going back there to hopefully not be war criminals. Hopefully.
You were not.
That's true, we are not.
Shallian negotiated and actually took a side in the war for you to not be criminals.
Karma coming through for us.
And
He's a bro.
Come.
It's more like coming through for us. He
And,
came through
And
for
go.
she was held hostage, but she was taken care as nobility. So she was in quarters. She was she was in a room that she could not get out under a mountain when there's no light. So yes, it was still a shitty condition for someone who is used to be living in a white keep in a castle. But
Could have been worse.
It could have been worse. But she's been well taken care of. I'm sorry.
This way.
Just one height.
And well, she was pretty much okay, but when you arrived, she was having an escort of knight that was coming to pick her up. So you said you had questions for her, Luna? What
Yes.
are the questions? And I'll give you the answers.
Did she have anything to do with River
No.
being taken? Did she even know about it?
She knew after, when her husband entered in contact with her.
Her husband? I thought he died.
Daddy de Valois, no.
Oh. Is he
pa-
still alive?
He passed down the mantle to his son, but he was not
What
dead.
an ass! Where is he?
In Whitekeep.
What an ass!
And
Okay.
the one who got River is the assassin you've seen
Yeah.
in Ishalian.
What? And
And she said
I'm
she's
adding
sorry
some
for your
stuff to the
loss
list.
because she had no idea of what was going to happen to her.
damn, I'm gonna ask her if she wants a divorce.
She'll make him see what needs to be done to clear their name and for him to pay what he have to pay.
Jesus Christ, okay. I'm gonna ask her if she needs help finding some form of retribution
To Drenselhoff?
for her and her husband who kidnapped my mama, River.
No, the guy is going to end up in jail.
Okay. Okay.
Meaning that when she said she will make him pay the price he have to pay,
Okay, cool.
it's that
All right.
she's going to take care with the authorities and with. Now the truth about Edward Morningstar handling everything about that was the counselor of the Queen. Well, now the Queen will see it high treason
Dope. I'm
for
gonna
Edward
remove what I...
Morningstar, and he was one of the minions of Edward. So
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna remove what I just added to my list. I was kick the man's ass. That's pretty much it. And I'm gonna tell her that she is welcome in Alverton whenever she wants.
she thanked you, and she, like I said, have her escort.
Cool.
On Isk's side, you had the daughter that was still in good hands, and the city didn't fall because at some point, when they seen when the battle was almost lost, and the Agasters were actually helping towards Altius, whatever the undead were, even if they took some of their men. The uncle discovered, made appear the Kersilos, and they used the Kersilos to fill the shields of the city when they were running out of spellcasters. So the little girl is safe and sound, and the floor is you to know what you would like to propose to her.
Well, first, I'm gonna have a talk with the uncle. I'm not gonna make the same mistake twice.
In this situation, we're not in roleplay mode. We are in what you want and yes or no.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, mostly she'll no, just to make sure like uncle is on board. But mostly she wants Alia to have a proper education to whatever ambition she might have, and make the uncle aware of her status and importance. And she wants her to be able to have the choice of the kind of life she want to lead and have when she's going to be older, not to be always behind a countertop because she has to. So she's ready to watch over her or be part once and then to come and go, either to give her education or give them money to give her proper education. It can be about if she wants to do politics, she'll give her politics. If she wants to do sword fighting like her dad, she'll find her a sword master. And if she's an interest for Arcana, well, she'll groom her herself. So that's mostly it. She wants her to have a good life, and she's also gonna give her the medallion about her mom and dad, so she have something of that.
The uncle accepts, but for now she wants to stay with him, and but at some point he also have got a bit not lost, but didn't took the inn for his sister because that was what keeping that little lady alive and having a roof above her head. But at some point, since you offer tutelage to her, he suggests that he becomes maintenance for your Maverick place. Like, not the quartermaster because it is mix, because he suggested himself, but there's maintenance and more related to guest than quartermaster, if you understand. The customer service part.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's recruit people.
And you see that she already had some link with magic with the coming years with her. She had sorceress origin, but a shadow. Tainted with the underworld.
How interesting.
So that would be it for it. And Aaron, when you're going back, Lanatar promised that he would take care of your mother while you were away, and left some people to take care of her behind. And it's sure that she have her own deal of traumas to deal with, but she is happy to see her son back, and she is able to speak and have conversations with you. So if you have any questions...
I think I just make sure she's comfortable, spend some time with her, and then eventually plan with her what we should do with my brother. See if we can help him, save him, bring him back to the good side.
Okay. Well, it's the spirit that told you about your brother, and because your mother wasn't able to speak. So it's not... No one is born evil. Every evil is made. So there is something that can be of redemption over there. And especially that most of the Crimson Dominion forces are down because the ley line made explode one of their HQ. He doesn't have the same manpower as before. And even if he's a talented sword fighter, he is not what you are now. It's true that you're not level 20 anymore. You're 17.
17 is still pretty high.
Yes, 17 is still 9th level spells.
Yeah.
So, if you take your time, which you have as an elf, you know there is something one who's clicking and... Thank you. Yeah, if you take your time and your mother's help, because she also wants her son back to what he once was, it's mostly the feeling of being abandoned that put him in this side and tried to be a man for himself.
Yeah, and that's the thing that Eden would understand, so he'd be able to connect with him because they both went through the same. It's just the outcome was a bit different.
Yes. And on the long run, with your mother's help and with everything that the Crimson Dominion doesn't have a huge influence on him, you bring him back to your village. You bring him back to all that.
Okay.
The anger is left behind. Yes, at first there is mostly an altercation and fights in between you two.
Mm-hmm.
But in the end, you are a family once back. Not with your father, but...
Yeah, that's another thing I'll do later.
Well, for now, we'll go on solos. And we'll continue up with you, Aaron, actually. What is your
Yeah,
next
but
plan?
one thing I wanted to add before, like when we went to Alberton all together,
Mhm.
I think Eden would have gone to the inn and cleaned up the place to make it all pretty and
Yeah, that's the second thing you wanted to do as a whole group, right?
yeah, but he wanted to be there alone and just for his friend. Like bring this place to a clean state and ready for its next step as an inn.
Well, you've seen when you first got at the hungry pigeon. Unhealthy, it was the unhealthy pigeon or the hungry pigeon?
I think it's hungry.
Hungry pigeon. I don't remember. But the hungry pigeon, the gnome that was always
Sick
being
pigeon.
screamed at. The what?
The sick pigeon.
The sick pigeon. Sure.
The sick pigeon.
Because
Sick.
everybody was looking like sick pigeon that wanted to eat everything because the food was so great.
Yeah.
You remember the gnome who was over there? That was Talos' second hand.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he was left behind, and he is now screaming orders to a young
Ah.
dragonborn.
Stop it.
That is the
Is
way.
it Talos' son? Stop. No.
He's not a bronze one.
Oh, okay.
So it's just an heir to the Talos.
Yeah.
Like,
All right, you do this now, and don't forget that table. You know, run faster, motherfucker! Hey, everybody! And it's more like this vibe, and you see the little dragonborn a bit like the small gnome that was being pushed around. You see the all right, hey, here you go, and that's pretty much what the vibe of the sick pigeon
Good.
is looking like.
Mm. So yeah, after saving my brother, I would go to Zarkris as a long journey because I have no connection there yet. So it'd be like my little solo adventure to go there, see if I can find my father or whatever is there.
Okay. Your father you found back with a bit of research and with your forms that you can take in like espionage your way around. You are pretty able to find solutions quickly. You remember that your father was a druid of the sea. And it is at a coastal place. Let me over here that you find some clues. Your father was one of the first to know about the plans of Edward. You find the actual person who had the other piece of the sending stone. It was a tabaxi that was doing all about the black market all around Zarkris. And he knew your father because he was the contact that launched the first travel of Kersilos. because Kersilos has been traded around Xarkris to summon devils and such, and Edwards were part of that. Because, emptying hell was part of his plan.
Yeah.
And your father perished to one of the owner of such devils. And the owner of such devil was the ambassador of Xarkris that went into the Shit Eaters campaign. So, he tried to intercept one of the convoy and see what was happening into the sea and discontact. Having learned that you started using sending stones, made his hand on something because he made a promise to your father was to keep an eye on you. And you were the only one in the three that heard about because, tournaments in Drenselhof with people from all around the place, and a certain lady that was a fighter from Xarkris
Yeah.
was part of there. Heard about some Mavericks that won the actual tournament and went inside Drenselhof. So a little package was in there where you might find it.
And the armor as well.
Yeah, the armor and the staff.
Yeah.
And he left a bit of hint with the send in it.
Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't come here sooner. We were very busy. Everything happened so fast.
It is okay. It was only part of a deal anyway. He's the kind of liar that you see that his face, there's still honor among thieves. And, the urchin that you were is not that far from what he is.
Yeah. Yeah, at least it's good to know that it's you on the other end.
Yep, it was not that bad. I was keeping the surprise, but you didn't win for it. So.
Yeah, I know.
Nobody went for the beach episode in Xarkris.
I know. And then Eden just goes to the beach, thinks about the Mavericks. I'm like, we always talked about going to the beach. And he sleeps on the sand.
Do you have anything else, Aaron?
After that, he would start his long quest to revive the South. So that would be like a whole thing.
All right, I'll do the ending after. But right now, we're going with Dawn.
Is there something with your spirit? I'm sorry, I'm just in case.
Oh yeah,
We're good with your spirit?
That would be
Keep
part
going.
of the long thing.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't want to go into something that wasn't my own, but I'm like, you're going to be mad if you don't
Too late, Meg.
deal with your
You
spirit.
did.
I know. Okay.
Now
We've
we'll
got
go
it.
with the second boy of the Maverick, second man of the Maverick. We'll go with Dawnbringer.
All right, so starting from Drenselhof, which is where we're ending. Okay. So going down my list, because I made a small list as well. First place he would go to is to visit whatever's left of the Ukuna Kanu.
The chieftain's still up.
And just make sure everything's fine, and as necessary, deal with any remaining threats on the mountain.
Well,
Being
there's... Oh, sorry.
Well, just saying, being a little bit more spry and able than he was the last time he was here.
Just a little bit. But when you go up in the mountain, there is nature. There is the normal creatures that you still have to deal with when you are when you are living in mountains with wildlings. One thing though is that you are aware now that the devil presence is now gone with everything that Asmodeus came by, and with everything that happened south. There's no more giant that is hunting them, that is attacking them with all that. They are all dealt with, and they're now actually an alliance with the Ugunakanu clan. So maybe more civilized people would help giant to not get easily dominated.
Perfect. Well, with that in mind, I don't need to spend much time here because everything is clearly on its way. Which means my next going down my list, I've gone there. That's done. I'm literally checking them off as I go. Then the walking would begin because I would have to go to Oaken Hallow to visit Bronze Speaker and personally thank her for her contributions, and sketch as best as I could a couple of the designs for the cannons that used to be in my armors, like bracer pieces and such, and go, it's made for small scale applications, but considering your expertise, maybe on a larger scale it could be useful.
And she was happy to help with everything down south with upgrading the Zeppelin with ramming possibilities. And she will be happy to work with any piece of metal you would like her to work with her master craftsmanship, since you are no longer a craftsman. Let me just deal with something here. I have to duplicate something. Did I do the wrong thing? Oh yes, here. Oh yeah, I have to. No, wrong one. Where is it? 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 Shit. Alright. Where's this link? I'm screwing up my stream. I'm sorry. Alright. So, I have a little something. Sorry, I have some technical difficulties. We have a double heron, don't worry. Double kawaii!
I cast mirror image.
Mirror image. Aaron. Here. Surprise, motherfucker!
Surprise, motherfucker! Hello!
Holy
Hey.
shit. Kalis.
So I'm
I'ma be
inviting the third
emotional.
man. Oops. Of the
Oh my
Maverick.
god!
Yes. The
Stop!
14.
I'm emotional.
Wait,
John,
wait, Meg,
half of
Meg,
my
Meg.
Shit, we lost Eric.
Oh.
Meg, we need one good
Ivan!
There you go. Set.
Oh my god, we've missed you.
Fucking Guillaume.
who's now
Half
taking
of my
God.
list is Ivan related. Now it's pointless.
We apparently also lost Aaron, which is correct.
Yeah, no, I'm correcting
This
him.
is how great Ivan is. He has taken over Aaron as well.
I'm now true.
So, asking as for the third man of the Mavericks, his own ending of how, what would happen in these higher planes that you're now the Guardian?
Oh my god. I'm gonna mute myself.
Am I there?
Yes, you're there. You're there.
Okay, fine. I was following the stream and I only saw I became Aaron.
No, I'm working on stuff to protect
Okay.
Aaron. So, like I said, what would Ivan be doing as the new Guardian of the higher planes?
Ivan, I thought he was dead.
His soul went to. You thought he was dead, but actually, in the higher planes, when you died while creating the link in between the material plane and the higher planes, there's still you're now the how is he called?
A conduit?
Le passeur.
Okay.
You're Sauron? No, not Sauron. What?
Karen?
Yes, Karen. The
Karen.
one who was on the sticks with.
Yes.
You're the bouncer of heaven.
I'm the bouncer of heaven through a tavern.
Yeah.
So you are a bouncer. There you go.
Sharon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Darnay.
Karen. Yeah.
I mean, originally my plan for Ivan was to become somewhat near an avatar of hospitality or something like that. So I guess a tavern in the celestial planes is the closest thing that could be achieved. I mean, that's kind of enough question right now. But yeah, I mean, Ivan redid everything for the legacy part of the Mavericks. Ensuring that they all survive and get to the last fight. That was his last action that our DM allowed me. So yeah, I think he's just having chill right now in his tavern, serving drinks, trying out cloud steaks and stuff like that.
Cloud steaks, I like it.
I mean, what do you find as games in the higher planes?
Yes, indeed. And you even now have Talaos and Riddle as people in this hen.
Yeah. We're slowly hiring. So guys, whenever
you die.
Right? There's not much of a pay, but
Food's
You have
great.
your own room.
that's right. Bedding is comfortable.
Cuddle puddles and
Yep.
Oh my god.
Ah,
It's our moment now. Like the three guys, I've had like insights from their first like game zeros, and I'm just like,
yeah.
I'm out of the loop.
Oh my
It's our
god.
moment. Throw them all out.
What is the name of our guy? The orcish
Silo.
Silo.
Fucking.
You remember Silo? Remember when I fell off a roof?
A 10-foot roof, and you died.
I died, yeah.
You
D6 damage. 6.
Yeah, I died.
That was a tough fight. There were like
It was.
4 bandits.
Yeah.
In my defense, it was my first time DMing 5e. I didn't know about encounters.
It was great. I mean, A cleric and a rogue must save a kid on the other side of a map, and 4 bandits is what it takes.
Yep.
That was a great start.
Yeah. And it took us 6 hours to kill the poor bandit. Yeah. Sorry, you needed to have a moment.
I think Silo had to get out and save us.
Yeah.
Yes, he was drunk and he's like,
Yeah.
what's happening?
It's true.
Attacking with
He had to get
disadvantage.
out.
Also a
'Cause he
level
couldn't
1
do it.
clerik, so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh gosh. Good
Yeah,
times.
he had the flaming fist of Bahamut that was his sacred flame.
Yeah.
Yes.
While Ivan was resuscitating me
Yes.
from falling off a fucking roof.
So,
Good times.
Don, did you had anything else on your list?
I did. I was
I didn't
Down the
forget
list
you.
now.
I just like I think let's bring Guillaume right away.
Look, that was a perfectly fine intermission. That was good.
Breaking the matrix.
Correct. So, because I also had to plan out like the route. Because unlike some people, I have to walk. So I'm not gonna like do something in Single-Whittleton and then skip directly to Ashalion if there's a bunch of things along the way. Because I have to walk.
You do have rings now, fellas.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna call you to teleport me. That's not the Dawnbringer way. He's gonna walk.
Hey man, can I have a lift, please?
Yeah,
I know.
he's not the type. He's just gonna walk it. But Stingle-Whittleton would have been the next place to go to, of course, see his teacher. To, spend a little while and reconnect. And leave her the best instruction he has on how he did it. How he became what he is. With the specific statement that he doesn't care if she keeps it, gives it, or burns it. But he thinks, as the person who taught him all he knew, she deserves to know what it is, and if she does keep it, he thinks she's worthy of knowing what to do with it, because it's not something to be given lightly.
All right.
And then next it'd be up in the mountain.
Pour une poignée de pièces in the chat, just give D4 to Hyven because you're the only one not having a D4.
Just parce que. Yes.
I want to roll it.
Yes. Please do. I want to see Ivan's name in Foundry. I'm just looking at it.
You don't have a link anymore?
Oh,
Wait.
fuck.
It's quite far off 2 years-ish.
Ever so slightly, yes. We determined, you split off, it was game 20-ish.
Yeah.
And now we're at game 90, 95?
95 with today.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
ever
I
so
still have
slightly.
your dagger.
Oh.
I-
The other. Was the ring on the dagger? Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like
Okay.
the gun that you could spin.
Yes.
I have not even used it. I have kept it untouched so it doesn't break.
To help ADHD
No one-
Luna with her dagger spin.
Yep. It's a fidget spinner now.
Yes.
All right. So with your teacher, she tells you that she will keep it because maybe another worthy soul, like the one of her apprentice, might be needing something like this.
There you go. And all is fine. She'll know. He trusts that she will know.
So
And, well, if it ever fucks up, he'll probably be around to go fucking end it. But from there, looking at my list, I've covered that. And next, unsurprisingly, would be to go home.
home.
Ooh.
Go back up to the mountain.
Back with Ghostface.
Yeah, exactly.
Where he sees
Go-
that in.
So she's gonna he would be like, oh, whatever.
It's in his plans to go there visit. Don't worry. You're probably gonna cross path.
Because pretty much at that point, other than being called up by the party to do other things, he'd be spending most of his time there, and probably the occasional stint at the Bloody Twins, because that's where he can see himself being the most useful. So it's short campaign of the Bloody Twins, and then coming back, and then watching over his village. And even in the long term, I've already settled, like 200 years in the future, which assumedly probably the only person still alive would be Aaron, because he's going to live almost forever at this point. Don has a very specific plan. At this point, his sister gone. Most of the people I've known gone.
What's the tree?
It's to go find a small cave in the mountain, and just to sit down and remain there, and just to go into stasis until he's ever called up again. Because he knows Aaron can find him. That's no problem. And if it's not Aaron, someone else with enough will find the way to find him. So he will stand there, clutching his ebon blade of radiant dawn until he is ever needed.
I created one of the worst sword ever.
Yes, you did. And you know what? Tá muito.
Yes, I
Tá
love it.
muito.
Yeah. A +3, 3d6 against the unliving, and 6d6 radiant damage.
Amazing.
But you see, that's the bright side. He's not going to be used again all
It's
that much.
pretty
He's going to
bright.
be quiet.
Yes,
there.
indeed. 6d6 of radiant. It's pretty bright side.
It's going to be there. It's going to be safe. And if there's a cataclysm, it'll come out. But the other adventurers can have plenty fine adventures and not have to deal with 66 radiant.
Yeah, it's okay. Like I said, with this campaign, I'm taking a break of my homebrew universe. But after my 2 next projects, who knows? Well, maybe we're coming back not to necessarily Darnacothram, because there's a whole left side where there's the Black Mountains over there.
Mhm. And guys, just so you know, I did send Fred some a book with epic level shit in case we want to come back even stronger.
Oh, damn. Can Ivan be a ghost?
It goes up to level 30.
30?
Yes,
Jesus.
there's a lot more stuff for our classes.
I have it too. It's great.
It's amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So Ivan could be there.
Yes.
As a god.
As a god.
As
I'm
a
a
god. With your apron.
He's gonna have a pineapple armor.
Oh my
Pineapple
God, yes.
armor of radiant.
The pineapple.
you're-
The
gonna be
pineapple
so
never
mad.
left, man.
You're gonna
Never left.
You're gonna be so mad in a few minutes.
Ah. I don't even remember why the pineapple though.
It wasn't a painting with
Because you're
Silo's
trying
god.
to explain what gods were to Luna.
Mm.
Yeah.
And there was
never
like Silo's
stops.
god, and there was yours in like a painting, and then there
Yes.
was like a pineapple in the painting.
And
So
wanted to
evidently,
pray to a pineapple.
there's a pineapple god.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know. And in fairness, Mary has stocked me up. So I have a ton of pineapple related stuff in my house. So I am technically under the deity of the pineapple.
Yeah,
you
you're the
know?
cleric of the pineapple.
Yeah, I'm the cleric of the pineapple.
All
We
right.
have to write that subclass now.
Yeah.
Cosgood 1969, thank you for the follow. Where are you coming from? You're from Twitch, or where are you coming from? Tell us in chat, or don't. And look, it's perfectly fine. Welcome.
Luck is always legit.
to Epic Fumbles, where with our ending with tonight. So that was the closure for Dawnbringer. Perfect. We'll now follow up with the Isk.
Ta-da.
Hello. I wanted to know too about the Finding Stone. Who was the other person at the end of it? in Zarkris. I guess I'm probably going to have the same answer as Eden, so I can check that. If ever we cross paths in Zarkris, we can go at the beach together. It's fine.
Hell yes.
While in Zarkris is probably gonna try to find information about her biological dad and understand where our draconic origin are, because technically it was the first question that brought her out of Echalion and never answered.
Indeed. One thing though, when you try to go in Xarkris, you find your way unable to enter the sent place. Physically, you tried to teleport by a magic circle, it didn't work. You tried to go physically over there, but it seems like someone is holding a little bitch out of his place.
Oh no.
Well, I guess I'll have to send someone instead of me.
But if you send someone, Aaron's not blocked, so you could have to ask him the favor.
I mean, I was going there anyways.
Erin or the next researcher generation of the academy, depending. So one or the other.
Mm-hmm. But you find information about your biological dad being one dragon that actually died in the Great War 1,000 years ago. Your mother was, how do you say it in English? Impregnated with this draconic essence to carry a child, and you had the Emerald Dragon heritage. Because right now, it has been covered with your bronze. Because your true sorcerer's origin is Emerald.
Okay. That's cool. Okay, I'm good with that.
Just a note.
About
I grabbed that from a past game with Guillaume. And he was playing a Witcher.
Are you?
Yeah, that felt like Kailan. Kailan?
Yep.
Is it? Yeah.
Are you my dad?
Daddy.
If so, welcome to a fucked up family.
I mean, all right. Talking about that, she's gonna go to her actual alive dad, and tell him that for once she thinks she did the right thing, and succeed in fixing things and their mistakes somehow, and offers him to help him in the future to keep the diplomatic peace with the other kingdoms.
All right. Well, with Daddy Karma, he was already pretty much back in politic modes with everything that happened south. He was already covering since he sent some of his men, and personally was staying home, quiet and sound, because he didn't have his guard anymore. So even if he's a capable man, he will not be. He will not take chances for too much, especially. Well, now his daughter could die and he would not die, but still. Even if the deal is still broken, now they're moving on to something else. But with everything related to Eshalian, he is an Eladrin. He's going to live for a while, and he's going to be in this position for a while. So, anything Eshalian related? It is pretty much well done, and their loss in Carcelos in the Feywild will eventually come to a close with the portal that they have in Ishalian in a couple of years.
I should probably also give him the information about what is Carcelos.
All right. So the world will know.
So can make his own choices. Okay. I think she's gonna try to see if Plume made it or not during this war.
Bloom made it. He actually was successful to join up the Giant's Bane and try to make a little revolution inside Drenzelhoff. But it was nothing compared to everything that happened in the south and the explosion that came a bit left and right. So they managed to settle up back Drenzelhoff properly, and it's actually still in negotiation on who's going to be the next king, because with everything that happened and the election was compromised by dwarven tradition, they need to settle up a new king or queen or
Fair.
majesty.
Yeah, well, she'll let him know he's always welcome to the Mavericks mention at any time as a friend. So
He'll probably pass by because he's curious, but he won't.
in our spare time.
Nope. Sorry, the delay. You can go.
No problem. Okay. So on the long-term plan, she's gonna try to make the Maverick magnificent mansion she was talking about, to offer a place of rest to any adventurer that needs it and connect their friends so they can have a place to gather easily at any time. That's going to be the plan over the years. And on the side occupation, she's probably going to be writing down the chronicles of the Mavericks legacy to make honor to the fresque and walls Ivan made in Higher Plane. But
Potato heart.
on the closest future. Oh, I even have a description for that house at some point if you want it. But in a closer future, she has an invitation for dinner that she's going to take on.
I misunderstood the last part.
Because she's actually planning to. Oh, in a closest future, she has a dinner invitation she's planning to attend to.
Okay. So with that little fuckboy, okay, no, not fuckboy, but Shirai, this gentleman of a tiefling, paladin of the Raven Queen, now back alive. You see that he's taking a bit more a mixed of instead of it only his dark skin was going now with more of a red now that he's back alive. And yes, Dark Knight, no, fuckboy is working for Shirai, I know. But this date goes well, and you see that this man now on the path of the Watchers, the Oath of the Watcher, I think, instead of the Oath of Conquest, seems to be taking care of his queen pretty seriously, especially after she helped his girlfriend and her bunch of misfits all together to kick someone's ass back in the underworld. So, for this little bit close with the dinner and all that, Shirai is mostly. He's a strong, independent man. He have his own stuff to do so, but he is. He was single and now ready to settle.
Settle, you say?
Oh, maybe they'll make a legacy of their own.
Oh. Our babies are gonna have to be friends, you know.
Goliath, the elf, wood elf, will be weird, but it will be happening, I guess.
It would be like an avatar,
Oh my god, yes. That would be
essentially.
amazing.
Oh.
So, with the long-term plans, I'll end up with the rest of the long plans of everybody. And we'll end up with our mascot, our little tabaxi.
I'm a furry.
Hello! At every
hello.
beginning of stream.
Okay, well now it's borderline embarrassing because Guillaume is here. But I'll read them in order. It kind of shows you how by importance I wrote them. It makes it even more embarrassing, but whatever. She's gonna go to her parents, her village, tell them about Riddle River, and try to kind of like see how her parents are faring. She left a long time ago.
They were really, really scared of what happened with their daughter because she never came back, and even they heard about that she was in Alverton and going even further from home than Hoken Hallow. They were scared as shit, but she said that he had new friends instead of this old weird man that Riddle mentioned a couple of times. And they were happy but still scared parents. For the part of Riddle,
Yeah.
any parents who have the news of their child to be
Yeah.
gone, and especially with no remains, because he fade out in a burst of force damage. They're taking the news badly, but they're happy to know that he lived up to his own tale, in hopes that through your tales with the Mavericks, his memory will live on, because that was he only wanted to be. Someone who can go with immortality in a book or stories. And tabaxi
Little
are mostly
Riddle.
oral tradition, so stories will be
Yeah.
tell.
That's down.
But one storyteller that is not there anymore by River, she was always a piece in good stories around the campfire, sorry, when she was there, but she was the traveler. Everybody knew that someday she won't come back, because she was already getting old. After 7 of their 8 lives. It's 8 or 9 lives for
9.
9. Okay, she was about
9.
7, and well, she tempted too much, so the 9 lives is popping up. But with all their stories, they will honor her with telling her story and all the stories she came back to the little tribe.
Mama
Forever and
River.
ever, from Mama River.
Next, she will go to see Ivan's dad and tell him what Ivan did for them and how he's created essentially a temple in the upper plains, and it's a peaceful and joyous place for kind of like lost traveling souls. And she's gonna give him the little like bracer back if he wants it.
I have already everything I had to know about my son. My son didn't wanted to be a hero. Wanted to be something else than only the caretaker of his mother. I granted him that wish in the baddest way I could have done. But even facing death, he saved everyone. I couldn't be a prouder dad.
Aww. Daddy Ivan.
Felix. Oh, God.
I don't. She's not gonna remember that. Let's be honest. It's Daddy Ivan. All right. So that's a little closing for Guillaume as well. More than for Luna in a way. She's gonna pull her stunt for the with the Lady of Alverton thing of
Yep.
kind of making her sign for Guillaume that may not know, like she's gonna make her sign kind of like a veiled letter to give everything that she owns or titles or riches or manor to the Maverick legacy, and under a pretense of us pledging our swords to protect her forever. So yeah, that's what she's gonna do.
And it happens, so.
Nice. Suck it.
Yeah.
Suck it,
So-
bitch.
Suck it, bitch. You were mean to a little girl once. So what she's gonna do is she's gonna open the home to the wolves of Everton, Aaron's people,
Mhm.
and to the orphans of the war. And she's gonna ask her parents to come every little once in a while to check on the kids and stuff like that. And in a part of the manor, she's gonna do a little like shrine to Ivan, the protector adventurers, and another one to the pineapple god next to one another. And she's gonna insinuate that they're one and the same so that people can venerate the symbol of Ivan and the pineapple together.
Hell yeah.
God
I told you
damn
you were
it.
gonna be mad. I told you you were gonna be mad.
I feel like SpongeBob now.
Who lives in the pineapple in the holy realm?
Planes.
As
I
a half
have
lady, you
no
receive
blood.
half of prayers. Like you receive, oh dear Ivan, pineapple god.
I would just go like, what? Luna! Damn it!
I mean, like impressionable children, that's the moment you really suck them in. They've lost everything in their parents. Might as well put them into a cult of the Ivan pineapple.
You had a promise from a special solar.
He was gonna bring a pineapple up there.
He's bringing
know
a
that.
pineapple up in the higher planes.
Yeah. She's also like when they make the rings, she's gonna make an amulet of Ivan's symbol with the pineapple, like next to it, so it ties in as well.
I understand why you were saying this is gonna be awkward. Cool.
Yeah.
There's
I
a
feel
lot
like
of
I'm being-
pineapple.
And Ivan, like literally half of my list is that. But anyway, she's also before we separate, she's gonna give the wyvern's poison to Dawn so that he can bring it to Sparky in Sprinkle Wilderton, the one who made the crossbow, because I promised I would bring him a little something from everywhere. And I'm going to keep sending him stuff from time to time. And before Is goes, I'm going to give her the vase I stole from Shirai's house, so that he can hopefully find himself again after death and torture. So, yeah, there's that. I don't
think
really need...
I'll keep it a secret.
Oh, that's rude.
I'll keep it as a secret, and if one day they get tied up or married, she's gonna give it back at that Molten.
That's a good idea. Okay, fair.
A
You know what? I don't even.
As your
Wow.
wedding gift.
Most of these things are not things I need to know. I just need closure so that Luna knows that it happened. She's also going to pretend to be an old lady and go to the Hero's Halt and request a statue of the Maverick Legacy. So there's going to be that with Ivan in it because he's in the Legacy. Does that happen? That I kind of want to know if it worked or not.
It didn't work at the Hero's Halt
Shit.
because
All right.
what you've done is not secret, but not related to this place. It is
There.
their own halt from the first place, where the first continent. But one thing is that, do you really think that Daddy Karma will leave anything not noticed? That his daughter and his bunch will not have their own monument in Ishalian at their first headquarters that he financed. With Isk's coal money.
I mean, fair play. Fair play.
So about the monuments, there is one in Nishalian, and it is set up there. But mostly, there is one monument that is also erected. One of the heroes that once sounded was Talaos, in front of his inn in Alberton. And there is other replicas of the monument of the Mavericks around the orphanage
Oh.
to remember what
Nice.
caused and what taken care of after.
Also,
Nice.
let's not forget about the tavern in Okinawa with the table. There is technically another monument to the Mavericks.
Yes.
I don't know
a little.
if Guillaume knew that, but she kind of like engulfed in glass when I wrote like the names on the table in Okinawa with Silo, and we added the names of everyone else, and she
Oh.
has covered it back in glass.
Your first fangirl was the gnome with the cat paw that you met. She shared, oh, the Maverick Legacy, it's them. Oh my god,
Oh.
that's her signature. So she just like put she just protected the whole thing that she had the first signature of Luna when she became an adventurer. So you have your first fangirl in Okinawa. And the Limitod also, they crossed paths.
Limitod, yes, Limitod is dope. Limitod, she's gonna once in a while go to Drenzel, have to do like the special menu as well to go back to the fight where they were like baby adventures to.
Mhm.
Because she's nostalgic, and she's gonna go and see the man who makes the cinnamon buns from time to time and just talk about life.
Okay.
She's also gonna talk to Malakio, the Solar. But she's gonna do so pretending that he's Tesselar, because they never really got the chance to be anything. So she's gonna pretend that it's him. Yeah, sorry, Fred. You killed him. You deal with the pain. No, I know. It's a good plot twist for Luna. But essentially what she's going to do in the end is go to the orphan once in a while, keep going around, and kind of take River's spot as the storyteller in her tribe. After she knows that everyone is taken care of and that the kids have a place to be, she's going to tell stories and travel all around.
Be the one who could the cool hunt that is
Yeah.
coming back every like couple of months.
A little spinster.
That turns
throw
the
gifts at
ghost
people.
for fun.
Oh, and something that people didn't know, because we talked about it, you and I, Fred, but when Riddle died and we kind of like touched a little, he kind of gave her Presti again. So once in a while, she's going to do like little fireworks for the kids like he used to. Nostalgia. Ivan!
Yes.
Ivan! That's it.
All right.
That's all my list.
So, with everything that turns, let me just settle back to.
Now that I know what people are doing, and I know that Dawn has at least 200 years, can I have like a little part two?
Oh, yes, you can go.
I was waiting for everybody to be over just to see, like, in my timeline, how I could fit other people.
You can go.
So, after dealing with everything, I would obviously go back to the underworld to get my Keepine spirit inside of me so I can be complete finally. So, it'd be like another solo adventure.
With the. Now that you've been to the underworld, you technically went to. You felt that connection when you went back. And with your new powers that you have, plane shifting is not really that hard, especially if you can go with the airplane where you have Ivan's place.
Mhm.
And from there was a door that goes into the underworld.
Yeah.
So you found your way back, and the Keeperian spirit, you don't have to tame it like in your beginning. You're not hunted anymore. You are linked to one another, like one of the part that it was not holding you back, but the spirit that came and healed you and give you back some of your possibility, just like just a small lights dissipates in the moments, and the Kiprine, once you made contact with it, just and your whole druid back again.
It feels good. It feels like home again. After that, I would go to the north to visit my friend and girlfriend.
You do what you gotta do.
I would spend a bit of time, like maybe like a month or something there. You know, like
So short-term relationship.
no, I'm not saying that.
Not kidding.
I'm making the relationship stronger while I'm there, but I also have to do some things, and I'll always come back from time to time.
You can travel through trees anyway.
Exactly. And I will ask her help from time to time also with the South once I initiate that mission, because the help of another druid would be appreciated.
Well, I prepared. I was having her ready when you were level 14, so technically she's level 14 druid.
Nice.
Because she fought with you a lot.
Yes.
So you have a friend with some equal power, and I guess if Ghostfake can confirm in the chat that Wildmaker would be giving a hand and helping Aaron down the south. And having a healthy relationship and dealing with Aaron's anger issues.
He's in
Yeah,
control now. He got the key pine back. Everything is okay. And obviously, I'd go to Ishalian to visit Isk to see her progress of her story.
It takes her years to fully, because she was always a perfectionist. So it took years to Isk to finalize the chapter of the Maverick Legacy. The epic tale of the Maverick Legacy. The first volume Because the Maverick Legacy is an official guild.
Yes.
And future group of adventurers could become member of this legacy.
Ivan's dream.
Exactly.
And they will all have the tales to inspire themselves, because it is known that in every realm threat, there is always someone, somewhere, who have their agenda and will need of adventurers someday.
And I
Morning
don't
Star
know.
was your chapter, was your book.
Yes.
They will write their own.
And I'll watch them grow. And I don't know if you wanted to do like the south part for the NN part, but for Dawn, I would jump into the future, and if he allows it, I think Eren would want to accompany Dawn to his resting place in the mines or caves he wants to go to, just so he knows where it is. And then from time to time, and when I say time to time, it's like 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, like
Checkups.
exactly. He would come in as an earth elemental, glide all the
Oil
way,
him.
and wake him up from time to time to have like conversation, tell him what's going on with the world. It'd be a way for Eden to also keep sane, having somebody to talk to about everything that's happening, and that he was there from the beginning. So I'm not just a crazy hermit telling tales to people. Like, I have somebody who was there and can acknowledge the passing of my time.
And for an elf druid, it's going to be a long time.
Yes.
Bertie, do you want to say anything?
I was just going to say that yes, all good with me. You know full well that Don would tell Eren of his plan to just go rest and basically be in silent vigil in case of anything. And yes, if you ever popped up 10 years later, that would probably be very slowly knocking off the snow and ice and such. He would move, and then you could chat, starting with, how long has it been? 10 years? Oh God, what has happened in 10 years? And it would be the only moments of wakefulness until he's needed. So yes, proceed, Fred.
Good. So, with everything down south, let me change the music for the. The south is now. I'll just ask everyone to mute, please. You are all in your own little world. You, South Aaron, rebuild all the death that happened. You don't know how much time, probably centuries, that this whole part of the continent died. All the lost souls, like said previously, were sent to the portal that Ivan created between the material and the high heavens. We had years where you will be also protecting this portal, because it is a link with the higher planes that anybody could use. So Aaron still have one mission: to keep him sane. But his dream come through after maybe 100 years. The whole South continent has no single touch of necrosis, except, for mushrooms and normal decomposed stature. But the realm, with the help of his now lost girlfriend, because she's probably passed away when the dream accomplished. She shared it with you, helped you work with it, and probably in her last days was confident that you'll make it work. Luna, becoming the storyteller. You go across over there, you went with Don a bit when he went to the Bloody Twins to know what all the tales that the Valois was saying were true. And you found out for yourself because you fought with Don these creatures, reptiles, purple. But the desire to adventure, even if it was strong, and even with your strong friends that you could call upon, the threat of the Bloody Twins is way more than just a couple of adventurers that could do anything about that. Even with your whole level 17, it is still a threat on the other side. Especially that the curse that by the gods that Ivan had inherited from his mother is still going on, and you've seen people at the Bloody Twins still contracting it. So even if you get bitten by the smallest lizard, you could die from it. And you have story to tell, a family to come back to in the tribes, and a Tesselar to say some stories. The number of stories that you count is not even countable. True? False? Who knows? You had Mama River to teach you. You had Riddle to show you the best of your present life. You even cross paths with Ernest at some point, where this old man was with a tranquil smile in a further distance. You could see from his lips that he was proud of you. Before leaving, Dragon back of this ancient gold dragon. Who knows who will believe this story? That you actually have a brother as a dragon and 3 daddies, but that's other stories to tell. 4 actually, because you named Dawn your 4th. Isk, like said with Aaron, it takes you a couple of years to complete your volume about the Mavericks. Life is more quiet, slow-paced. A bit when you imagined it at first before leaving for adventure, to discover the world. You've seen that the world is not that quiet, and you had to tell your own story, your own version of it. And who knows, if you didn't do it, nobody would have been linked with the Valois. Nobody will be intertwined with Edward Morningstar. And maybe the gods would be wreaking havoc on the material plane. If only this little girl didn't want to get out of this manor and see the world. Dawn, like said, you fought with Luna and the Bloody Twins as you requested at first. With everything that happens, you went to your quiet place in the mountains, showed Aaron where it was supposed to be. every 5, 10, 15 years, your elven friend comes back. Wake you up. Talk a bit. And you see that even with your contract that you made with yourself to be there to protect the Maverick legacy at all costs and be their guardian, you're still the one keeping Aaron sane and not the other way around. But with all that, comes a day when Aaron comes back to this cavern. This giant statue of a Goliath covered in metal. And the elven boy from Alverton can't wake up his old friend. His stasis, an emerald ashard, without the knowledge of arcane that Dawn lost with his transformation. Whoop! Something fell. And Aaron not knowing anything about Arcana. The Emerald Ashot ran out. For this statue of a gigantic stature of a hero of all times. But this doesn't happen after 100 and 100 years. Aaron still will be sane for a while. And who knows? Well, I know. Because I'm leaving a cliffhanger for a future campaign. Where Aaron comes back to this cavern. And there is no more statue.
Oh, snap.
That's a cliffhanger.
And
For
this
sure.
was the tale of the Maverick legacy.
Yes.
That would be a lot of comfort sweet to you, Reed, all of you, Dark Knight. I was not looking at the chat because I knew I would be distracted by everything. But,
Oh, yes. Perfect ending, because for sure, even if I can't wake Don up, he would still come and talk to him as if he was awake.
Yeah, because that's where the sanity goes a bit to bit.
Yeah.
But man, that means that the day comes and the dawn is gone. Oh,
Where has he gone?
that's a whole thing.
I know. We'll find out in a couple years.
When I'll be coming back to my homebrew, who knows?
Yes.
But right now I'm in my future project of Star Wars and
Yes.
Exandria. That will be replacing you guys on my Thursday nights.
Mhm.
But no one will be able to replace the Thursday that I had with you all. And Fridays when Guillaume was there.
Yeah.
True. No
So-
matter what, this is the game that kickstarted this channel
Yes.
Crazy.
eternally.
Yep.
So you guys will have to tell me if Eden saw your kids grow up and who had kids and who was with who.
At some point, Isk and Shirai divorced because they can't stand each other. But no.
Look, knowing them, they divorced, get back together, then divorced, and then get back together.
Try to
And
get each
eventually
other.
we're like, we're both retired at this point. Whatever.
Uncle Aaron there for all the generations of kids for thousands of years.
in Dark Knight
Yep.
says, but they have angry sex to make it up.
Yep.
Correct. The makeup sex is great.
I mean, I don't think Luna had any kids per se, but she had all the orphans. So.
Yeah.
So you had
That's you had kids.
What?
And Eden was there with you too. For sure.
Yeah, but when they
my God.
annoy me, I can just leave.
Yeah.
Correct.
Exactly.
So
He's like, Eden, open the tree, let's go.
let's get the fuck out of here.
And Ghost
No.
Fig,
Yeah.
you have to tell
Well,
me,
that-
did
That's
we
actually
have
one of
kids?
the things.
It's true. Aaron must know. Did he make it all the way with Nalme?
Come
I
on,
love how
Fig.
Ghost Fig is like, ha, gay.
I
So you
mean,
discover that your girlfriend is gay, Aaron,
Well,
and
It's okay. Eden would respect that. She has thousands of years to find a wife.
I'm sure you have Avatar kids that just rub trees way too much, like little creeps.
I don't
I'm sure you
know
do.
what would be the mix of Wood Elf and Goliath.
Yeah.
But,
a really tall, stocky elf.
Oh yeah. And if that doesn't
We have
happen,
a yes, druid children.
hell yeah, there you go, confirmed.
There you go.
Oh,
And
But-
I was, at the same time, it's sad because Eden will
That-
probably outgrow his kids and outlive his kids.
I mean, you both technically would, as both druids.
Yeah.
As would Uncle Don. Actually, Uncle Don.
Yeah.
You'd be there for a couple of them.
Mhm. And I'd probably do my own grove in
but
the
that's
south.
one of the things.
oh, one other thing.
Ooh. Tell.
Yeah. Well, that one of the things is knowing she won't survive her friends. She's gonna make sure she's gonna have a legacy of her own, even her own child or apprentices or adventurers that she's gonna be grooming to send to his long-living friends as
Oh,
memory
Yeah.
of her.
Mm-hmm.
for sure. And the pupil that you had with the Valois daughter, or either your own with Shirai, the number that you want to have, because I won't be the one signing it. Does any of our Mavericks have anything to say?
Eden would say to all your families and kids and future generations that his grove in the south would welcome any of you should you choose to follow the druid path.
In a similar vein, while he's still interacting at this point, probably with the great grandchildren and grand orphans of them, a thing that Don would always probably say is that if you remember the tales of the Maverick legacy, let it be a lesson that though we begin our journeys small, unsure, and weak, we all find our way to making change in the world for the better.
Like it. Luna?
I don't think Luna has a lot of last words. Meg does, though. Has to thank
Make
you
it so.
to the 5 of you for all the Thursdays and Fridays and all the late night texts and all the memes and all the things and just the general good time, and I got to meet wonderful people and I'm really happy about that. And thank you for the story. And that's that.
And I see that Marilyn is writing us a little something in our conversation, but
Oh,
oh, okay. You can go, Marilyn. The floor is yours. I'll close the show after.
Oh, okay, with the mic.
Yes, please.
So about that, mention she's gonna create for a group. There's gonna be like everything that you could wish for, even the hot bath you've been dreaming about it in. But one thing that's gonna be there too is a memory shrine. First for all the friends that they had through their life, with a saying, in memory of our dear friends and loved ones and all the joy they brought in this world. And two more statues like people would pray for somehow. One saying, in memory of Roderick de Valois, guardian and protector of the realm, a father and loving husband and a friend. May his light shine upon us and keep away the darkness. The second one would be in memory of Ivan Oakblood, devoted son and loyal friend, guardian of the higher planes. May his kindness smile upon you and keep you safe.
Potato.
Potato. And as we've been seeing on this channel for more than 2 years now, you've seen that their fumbles can become epic stories. Either on your own channel, like pour une poignée de pièces d'or Dark Knight, Ghostfigs is playing with the Oddities D&D. Go make your own epic stories. And I was so happy to have you with us. Ghostfig as a featuring guest appearance for Trauma. Well, no. Living Trauma with Bert, mostly. And also, Dark Knight, it is one of my dearest friends and was in the Shit Eaters. And will also be one of the member of my Exandria campaign.
Ooh.
Nice.
Alongside with Ghostfix.
Nice.
Ooh. You'll take over the Thursdays.
Yep.
Love them dearly for us.
Every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
They will need your sweet points, Maverick.
Oh man, do I have so many for them.
I am full.
Time to be a sugar daddy so hard.
So, thank you again for being with us for this amazing journey that's been through pandemics, shitty times, and good times also. Smiles, tears of joy and sadness. But remember, seeing you next Tuesday for the Call of the Netherdeep campaign. Because this one is still going on every 2 weeks. May your fumble become epic stories. See you, peeps.
Goodbye, all.